Prežili hurikán a čo ďalej? Opýtam sa našej susedky, slovenskej francúzsky Daniely, žijúcej na ostrove St. Martin v Karibiku.
Hello everyone. I would like to give you my own opinion on my experience on Hurricane Irma, Category 5. As you know probably all, the Hurricane Irma was the largest, the biggest and strongest hurricane ever hit Caribbean islands. So I'm going to speak particularly about our island St. Martin. St. Martin, that is half a French island and half a Dutch island, independent. So I am a French citizen and Slovak citizen also. So the hurricane got very strong in the last few hours, but still we knew already that Hurricane 4 is going to hit St. Martin, and Category 4, yes, exactly. And so we prepared, all of us, as we could, with water and food for 1 or 2 weeks, because we were expected that after hurricane will pass, we will not have any water and any electricity as it was experienced in the past. I live on St. Martin with my husband, almost, my daughter, that is 7-year-old, Sofia, and we were ready. We were ready with everything, with the food, with water. We stocked lots of bottles of water, and we have also a generator, at our house that normally functioning always in every hurricane. But as I said, this was something much bigger, something that nobody experienced. We experienced Hurricane Louis in 1995. That was very, very strong, but Irma got even stronger than Louis. So we were hiding in a very safe place. We had an apartment from a friend of ours that was with really strong building, with the concrete and new building. So actually we were hiding there, not at our house, because we were scared that our roof will just fly away, and actually that would happen. So I'm really glad that we were to hide somewhere else. And so as the hurricane started, the strongest winds were experienced from 4 o'clock until around 10-ish. And we really got the strongest what we could have possible from Irma. We got the eye. So as you know, around the eye there are the strongest winds, and the winds were hitting from even 360 to 380 kilometers an hour, and somebody were saying even around 400 kilometers an hour. So that I don't know, I have no confirmation, but it was really the strongest hurricane ever experienced in history that hit us. A little small island, St. Martin. So, and I am not even going to tell all the details, how terrifying we were sitting there and just hiding and listening all the noises. So it was really terrifying. And I think first time in my life I was thinking we might die. And I was just thinking about my daughter, that it's 7, and I was really terrified. I was really scared, and I saw even on my love of my life that he was scared as well. So I mean, who wouldn't be scared? Yeah, the pressure in the ears we experienced, it was quite kind of tough as well, and just the noise around the building and hitting, everything's broken, everything was flying apparently. We didn't see it, but we could hear it. And that was something that was really, So as we got out of the apartment where we were hiding, that was a shock. It was really a shock. It was like after war. It was shock. Everything was destroyed. I mean, the buildings were still standing, some of them not, but even in our neighborhood, and we were speechless. I think everybody was so speechless, and I was just thinking that this is not happening. It's impossible. This destruction, that much. So it was a nightmare. So we came home and we constate that we cannot even, sleep there because the house was a bit destroyed. Part of the roof went off, and we had lots of water and a mess, and just not conditioned for living in a house anymore with a young child. So we went to stay with the friends in their restaurants in Porto Cupucoi, and they were so kind. They really offered us a roof over our head, and we were kind of lucky. Not everybody got so lucky. And we stayed more than a week in a restaurant, sleeping with the friends on the floor, on a mattress, and we were just living day by day. We needed to wash ourselves with a bottle of water, and we didn't have any water, no electricity. There was very hard connection on a phone, really no internet whatsoever, so we didn't know what's happening around, if there is a help coming from the French government or Dutch government, what's going on. We didn't know because we couldn't reach anyone really. So then we just could hear from person to person who they told us they could really go a little bit outside of the residence where we stayed. Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, what's the matter? And so on and so on. So those conditions were really crazy to live, and I think it's the worst for us not to be able to have water, running water, and to have a shower and just to wash ourselves and have a light, have electricity. So that was tough. But we survived this, and we thought the French government will help soon. But that was not the case. I don't know actually what happened, but the French government completely failed in their duties. They didn't send us enough military people. They didn't send us enough help. Yeah, there was coming like some help on the French side, but it was so far from where we were located, and we couldn't take so much risk to take the car, and we didn't have enough essence, how do you say, petrol, gasoline. And it was also very, very, very dangerous that we discovered very soon that there were lots of looters, so people who were stealing from the stores, from the supermarkets, from the pharmacies, dangerous people who were not scared of anything, yeah. And there was no law, no rules anymore. It was really war state on an island, yeah. Everybody needed to defend themselves, and not easy, yes. Very, very difficult situation. And I tried to get evacuated with my daughter at least, because my husband couldn't. As we have a businesses there and a house, somebody needed to stay and to protect everything. And to try to maybe repair step by step or something. So the first what was happening on the island was evacuating people. So priority, of course, I understand there were people sick from the hospitals, of course. They got it evacuated first from the French side, from the small airport, Grancas airport. And after it was in order, yeah, and by priority, the mothers with the young, really small children, like around 2 or 3 years old, and like really under 5. And as I understood, I was not a priority because my daughter was already 7. So that was kind of surprise, yeah, that for French, yeah, government, yeah, it was kind of tough. Yeah, they had really priorities, and my daughter was too old to be evacuated so soon. So we had to wait another day and another day without the water, without electricity. And I can just let you imagine how hard is it, yeah, with the child to do daily routines. And I was the lucky one with my family, I can say, because we had still a shelter, we had still nice people around us, and where we were staying, it was kind of protected, yeah. We had security, but until when? That was the question. And as the day were passing, the people start to behave, I don't know how to even express. Yeah, there was a panic all around the island, and people were so scared that they will not have enough water and food to survive, just to survive, basically. So my husband was doing everything possible to get us out of the island and trying to find a way. We even had a friends who got some like private plane from the south of America, but then I didn't have a space there anymore, a place. I mean, so somebody else got in. One day we heard that American planes were taking the American citizens out on military planes. Yeah, so U.S. Army apparently can take us. Yeah, as my daughter is American citizen, so I was thinking, hoping that they will take me, and of course that would happen eventually. Yeah, we were waiting so long in a line in a parking on the sun, and hours and hours and hours. We got sunburn, and just waiting for the plane, for the American plane. And finally, I was really lucky with my daughter. We got in, we had a space in a military plane, so that was a tough trip, but we managed to be evacuated, and there were lots of also coming Dutch planes, so Dutch Marines, they were helping the Dutch people on the Dutch side. But I'm asking, why not French? Where they were when we needed them? Where was the French government? Why the French government failed so much on their own people? The St. Martin, the French side, it's a France, it's part of the France. We're working, everybody's working and paying the taxes. So I was just so disappointed that French government just didn't do the job as they should do, and I don't know who to blame. Maybe the new President Macron, I don't know. But I'm really, really, really disappointed, and lots of people on St. Martin, they were waiting for help to come and a plane to land, and there were so few planes from small airport who were evacuating people, and as I said, by priorities, and there were mothers with younger children that they just separate the mothers and the children, because one daughter was 7 and one daughter was 2, so they took the mother with a young child, and the older child they left still on St. Martin. It was crazy. It was crazy, and of course no luggage allowed and so on. So that would happen also with the U.S. Army plane. We couldn't take any luggage, but that's fine. It's normal. I don't care about that. The lives are the priority, not the luggage in this kind of state. And so we got on a military plane, and we have been evacuated to Puerto Rico, as it is first island American. So we got out of the plane, and I was just crying. I was feeling so hopeless for the people that I left behind. And at the end, I was like feeling so lucky for my daughter that she could go out of this dreadful situation, because not everyone, the local people, lots of local people, they don't have any place to go. They don't have any families to go to. And if I imagine that they stay there in those conditions with small children, and it's really heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And I can just say I'm so lucky that my daughter also, she's American citizen, and I'm thankful to U.S. Army. I'm thankful to U.S. To American government. I can just say thank you. I don't know why it happens that America knows always how to react, and they react really fast, and they don't take any differences. They take everybody who they can take, yeah, as long, of course, they are probably American citizens. But how is possible that French government is not doing their job? They don't help to French people, and it was French island. So I was just so disappointed. And the few nights I stayed in Puerto Rico, I just felt so hopeless, and even I couldn't enjoy a day without thinking of the people who stayed on the island. And I knew from my friends how it is hard for them, how they're struggling for water and just security, basically security, because St. Martin didn't have enough military, didn't have a French military protecting the people, the French people. Actually, on the Dutch side, the situation was a bit easier, because there was much more Dutch Marines, Dutch military than on the French side. France knew what the disaster will happen. France knew that hurricane is coming on us, directly hitting St. Martin. And I just don't know why they didn't prepare planes, they didn't prepare ships coming to help the people, the French citizens. Such a shame.
Už od francúzskych prezidentských volieb ľavicové médiá Európy, vrátane Česka a Slovenska, vykresľujú pána Macrona ako budúcu nádej Európy. Prezident Macron verejne prisľúbil po hurikáne Irma, že ostrov St. Martin bude výkladnou skriňou Karibiku. Aká je skutočnosť?
Yes, President Macron did arrive to St. Martin. It was kind of funny. I don't know why he came, actually, yes. And I hope he brought with him lots of water also to help the people, but this is not confirmed, of course, yeah. He came to see the state of the island, yeah. And yes, he promised in about 6 months to come back on St. Martin, and apparently we will see in 6 months the enormous changes and construction going on and reparations and everything. So I don't know what to even say about the President Macron. I'm just so disappointed, and I cannot respect him at the moment as I am and what I've seen he did. I will respect him once he will keep what he said, the promises, and we will see the action, because that's what matters, not the words, the action. And now St. Martin needs an action. We don't care about the words. We need the action and the proofs.
Moi, j'ai l'impression, sincèrement, monsieur, et je ne vais pas dire monsieur le président parce que je ne peux pas. Mais pas après ça, et c'est pas parce qu'on a un dialogue aujourd'hui.
Mais c'est pas
monsieur
Macron, ce que vous voulez.
Monsieur Macron, pour moi, de l'extérieur, et je suis peut-être pas la seule, pour moi, vous êtes sur une tour d'ivoire et vous descendez de temps en temps.
Moi, c'est...
Mais j'avais besoin de vous le dire entre quatre yeux, sincèrement.
Je suis là pour ça aussi.
Parce que je ne mens pas.
Mais moi non plus, donc je suis là aussi.
Et c'est pour ça que je veux que vous reveniez dans un an et que vous revoyiez.
Mais je voudrais même revenir avant un an, parce que ça fait
dans
tard.
6 mois. Dans 6 mois.
Ouais,
dans 6 mois.
Je pense que je reviens avant.
6 mois. Et je serai là. Je serai là.
Lila.
Mais croyez-moi, monsieur Macron, dans 6 mois, si c'est construit, je vais vous appeler monsieur le président. Aujourd'hui, non. Aujourd'hui, c'est pour moi monsieur Macron, Emmanuel.
Je le ferai.
Vous avez tout intérêt, parce que je suis une chieuse aussi.
Pas pour que vous... Est-ce que je peux me permettre de vous dire que ça se voit un peu?
Ah bah.
Mais je ne vous demande pas de changer pour autant.
Mais je ne changerai pas à 43 ans, croyez-moi.
Danka, ako ste žili po tomto hrozivom uragáne Irma? Povedz nám, ako fungovalo zásobovanie a celková pomoc zo strany Francúzska.
Yes, on St. Martin, eventually they brought water, but in a residence where we were staying, we didn't even know about that. It was on the French side, and you needed to drive by car. I'm taking about 20-25 minutes. And first of all, we didn't know about that because we didn't have any internet, so no whatsoever connection with the outside the world, what's going on. And also, I found out eventually when I arrived to Europe here, how they help with the water. And what I know from the friends now, they're distributing water by person and by liter. So for example, if you have somebody who feels bad or who is handicapped or in bad condition at home, they will not give you enough liter of water because they don't see the person in physically. Yeah? You need to present yourself physically to receive the water.
Oprava ostrova bude trvať dlhšie, ako nám politici podsúvajú, a samozrejme potrvá dlhšie, kým sa život na ostrove vráti do normálnych koľají. Môžeš mi povedať, v akom stave máš kozmetické predajne a z čoho budete do budúcna žiť?
Yes, I have a business, as my husband as well. We have a different business, and it's very hard because the business was really affected. Yeah, I have two stores, so one of the store is in really bad state from Irma, from the flooding, and just the stock, the merchandise is destroyed. So it will need a lot of money also to be repaired, and I had to let go the girls that working for me with me. So I had to let them go, but they will get help. They will get some help, of course, from the French government, but not myself, unfortunately. Yes, as a matter of fact, that's how it is in France, maybe somewhere else also, I don't know. If I am the owner, I'm owning the business, I have no any rights to get nothing, no even penny from the government, yeah, and that's very hard. That's very hard because now I will not have any salaries of the month, nothing, no help. So I have my daughter with me, and my husband, he stayed in St. Martin, and lucky I have a family who can help me. But I mean, you know, you find yourself in a situation that you don't want to be, and you never thought you would be. I was always working all my life, and yeah, I'm kind of disappointed with lots of things. Yeah, how the French government is working, and you know, you pay tax, you employ the people, you pay taxes every year, every month. And finally, if major catastrophe like that natural happens, you don't get any help. But because I'm the owner of the business, so yeah, no good.
Predstavitelia Európskej únie, Juncker, Timmermans, Tusk a iní, ale aj premiérka Merkel a prezident Macron majú plné ústa solidarity a pomoci s migráciou. Neustále obviňujú krajiny Vyšehradskej štvorky, že sme nesolidárni. Ako funguje solidarita a pomoc na vašom ostrove? Predpokladám, že už niekoľko tisíc z týchto nešťastných uprchlíkov, ktorí prišli do Európy, nájde svoje uplatnenie a pomôžu obnoviť Karibské ostrovy.
No, this kind of help, it's not on the way, and I don't think so it will be. And yes, I think it could be a good thing to do, yeah, to send all the refugees, the strong ones, who can help and work, to help with St. Martin, and not just to sit on their asses in France and get the money from the government, because this is really not fair.
Tak teraz tomu nerozumiem. Mňa učili, že sa človek živí prácou. Myslel som, že solidarita je solidarita. Teraz pomôžeme my vám a potom pomôžete vy nám. Alebo ľavicová solidarita západnej Európy je iná. Bohužiaľ nikde nepočujem, že by vznikali nejaké zbierky na pomoc ostrovom v Karibiku. Danka, aké je vlastne Francúzsko solidárne k svojim občanom?
I don't think so. There is any solidarity in France. Yes, I have the same opinion actually. So yes, I don't understand why the refugees can just get all the help from government, and now the people who work for the France, for the French government, who pay the taxes and employs and we create the jobs. We are not helped now. And that's really not fair. And I don't know what France will do actually with all those refugees. And I don't know where they find money to pay them to sit on their asses, if I have to be rude like that.
Prepáč, opravom má, pretože tomu nerozumiem. To západní politici majú len veľkohubé reči pre svojich voličov?
I don't know about all the Western politics, but yes, I have to say about Macron, our president, as he disappointed us in this move. He was not the leader as he was expected to be. So he disappointed the people, own people, and yeah, I can say also about the German leader. No, that's not the leaders. They will sink us all.
Viem, ako si strastiplnú cestu podstúpila zo svätého Martina. Zažila si aj mnohé prekvapenia v Paríži. Môžeš to stručne opísať?
From Puerto Rico, we went to Guadeloupe, and from Guadeloupe, then we got a plane, Air France, to Paris. We had to sleep in Paris 2 nights, and then we continue, me and my daughter, our journey to European country. I don't name it. So we took a taxi, and we got out of the taxi in front of the Terminal 3. As the door opens, you know, the sliding doors opens, there is a security waiting. And the security was asking, okay, we have to check your little bag, yeah, your backpack that you have on your shoulders. And I said, you mean this bag? Okay, so I opened, I didn't understand really why, right at the door. So I thought, okay, he's going to check everything, right? And no, only the handbags or backpacks. My daughter also had a little backpack, but no one asked whatsoever to check her handbag. And then I asked the security, aren't you going to check also my luggage? And then he said, no, the luggage is going to check in. So inside of the airport, they will check your luggage. And I was like, that's not logical, right? Because if I have something with me, I can put it in the luggage or I can put it in my daughter's handbag, not in my handbag or backpack. So it was nonsense. It's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. You get in a terminal, they pretended to check us, but they don't check us. This is just, I don't know what is it, like theater or something probably. Yeah.
Počul som od viacerých kolegov, že tieto bezpečnostné opatrenia sú len takýmto divadelkom pre ľudí, aby mali dobrý pocit, že sa niekto stará o ich bezpečnosť.
Yes, as I expressed myself, for me, there was no point to do it because either you're going to check everything or nothing, right? So I really don't know why the person is standing at the sliding door right at the terminal. I don't understand. Probably he needs also a job. So yeah, if that's the case, why not? But I mean, no, there is no any security guarantee because if you go in without other security check, there is no point to check just one handbag and not the other or...
Danka, máš ešte jeden bezpečnostný zážitok o tom, ako sme chránení. Môžeš o tom hovoriť?
Yes, and I have to also say one more thing. As I have two passports, also like my daughter, but my daughter, she has an American passport. And French. I was traveling with her American passport and myself with the French passport. And we don't have the same names because I'm not married to my husband. I'm talking about him as he is my husband because he is my partner since 15 years. But we are not married, so my daughter, she doesn't have, she has only one name, her father's name. So me, myself and her, we are just traveling like, you know, we could be maybe, you know, total strangers, but nobody even, you know, ask me, nobody, nowhere. And that's weird, that's very weird, because if somebody will kidnap my daughter, nobody even check who am I to be with this little girl. Nobody even ask me if I'm her mother. So that's kind of scary, you know, because if I imagine somebody will kidnap my daughter and they just can take her out of the country and travel with her as she's their daughter, that's very scary. That's not safe at all.
No, som z toho veľmi smutný. Kozmetika samozrejme nie je každodenná potreba a tvoj biznis je postavený na kozmetike a na turistoch. Ako vidíš budúcnosť?
Yes, I think we're talking about maybe, I don't know, 2 years before we will see again a tourist on the islands. The islands is in very, very bad shape today. The island is so down and we need so much help to rebuild the island. And then, yes, we can talk again about the tourists and my business myself personally. Yes, I don't know when I can, expect to start to work again. I have a very large local clientele as well, but the cosmetic is not a priority. When you don't have water, when you don't have enough food, when you don't have probably a roof over your head, you're not going to buy a cosmetics, I'm sorry, so you're going to buy the food, so it's normal. Of course, this kind of business, I think it will take a time. It will take a time, and I am aware of that, and it's gonna be so complicated. I really don't know. I never experienced something like that. I really don't know what to expect, but it's gonna be tough and it's gonna take long. It's gonna be hard, not easy at all.
Ostrov je zničený, škola nefunguje. A čo tvoja dcéra, školačka?
I'm going to take my daughter to my family, to safe place, to safe country for the moment, I think. And she's going to go to school with her cousins. I hope she will be accepted, as she's not a citizen of the country, but I hope yes. So my most important thing is to put Sofia to school so she can continue to have her life as a child, and as soon as I can, I'm going back to my island to help the people, to help my partner, and to rebuild as well.
Áno, život je krásny, ale prináša aj takéto tragické udalosti. Som šťastný, že ste celá rodina túto katastrofu hurikán Irma prežili. Pretože ako si hovorila, bohužiaľ, nie každý mal takéto šťastie. Pozdravujem a prajem celej rodinke veľa šťastia. Ďakujem za rozhovor.
Thank you so much and good luck to you all.